A group of Sacramentans is fighting for safer roads. Thank you for joining us. I'm Alex Bell. They are doing it in the form of a ballot initiative that would raise the local sales tax by 0.5%. ABC 10's Becca Hotbecker joins us now in studio with more on this effort.
Alex, Sacramento ranks worst among the state's 15 largest cities for speed-related crashes. That's according to the latest data from the California Office of Traffic Safety. A group of Sacramentans wants to do something about it, but that takes money.
It's unacceptable to be the worst city in California, which is typically worse than other parts of the country because we have so many people.
Steve Cohn is co-chair of the Safer Sac Streets campaign, which submitted the City of Sacramento Safe Streets and Affordable Transit Measure of 2026 to the city clerk, which has approved it for signature gathering.
This measure would help fund safety improvements.
Sacramento's sales tax is currently 8.75%. That's below the statewide average across all cities of 8.96%. It was last raised 7 years ago by 0.5 cents after voters passed an update to Measure U. If the Safer Sac Streets measure qualifies for the ballot and passes, Sacramento's sales tax would increase to 9.25%. About 40% of cities in California already have sales tax rates at or above that level, with 2 cities in LA County reaching as high as 11.25%. The state-required minimum sales tax in California is 7.25%.
It's about 70 to 75 million a year to start. It'd probably go up if the economy gets better, but that's a lot of money just for the city of Sacramento.
As he and the campaign's website explain, about half the funds will be spent on safer streets, like pothole repair, sidewalk and bike lane improvements. About half will fund safer, faster transit, ensuring more frequent and reliable bus and light rail service within city limits. And the rest will fund independent oversight and transit-oriented housing infrastructure. The measure says the funds cannot be used for other purposes.
But would voters have the appetite to approve a 0.5 cent sales tax increase? I spoke with John Kupal of the Howard Jarvis Taxpayers Association. He says he doesn't think so.
Any discussion of additional taxes in California is going to run into some strong headwinds.
He calls a sales tax highly regressive.
It doesn't fall that hard on the ultra wealthy because they don't spend a lot of their revenue on disposable consumer goods. But if you get into the working poor and middle class, obviously a sales tax increase hits them disproportionately harder.
He urges voters to reject it. Cohn says as the city is facing a major budget shortfall, it needs this transportation safety money more than ever.
It's enough when you combine with state, federal, private investment can really make a difference over time.
The group has until mid-June to get the approximately 30,000 signatures needed to qualify for the November ballot.
The campaign is holding an official kickoff meeting this Sunday afternoon and will begin collecting signatures after that. If they're successful in getting on the November ballot, the measure would require a simple majority to pass. The new tax would go into effect April 2027.